on, everybody? It's your boy Real back with another review, man. Yes, I am here finally. I have returned from the ashes. But no, man. I have received your threats, your harsh languages, okay, your choice use of words in regards to where is this episode? Where is it, Real? It's been a week. Okay, Mayans is over and you have yet to open your mouth. You haven't shown yourself. And it's because just that. Like, I had a lot going on. Whatever. All positive things, though. So finally, we're on the uptick. So that's good. Good family time. All that good stuff. But, this is it, man. This is where a lot of y'all found me via this show. The Discord went up from this show. Like, a lot of things on my platform, I have to say, thanks to this show. And I didn't want to rush it, man. Like, I watched the episode a couple times. It's 2 hours. It's 2 hours. And it's a lot it's a lot I want to get into. And I just didn't want to spew shit out after the first watch. Like, because my first reaction to it was definitely different from my second reaction to watching, which is what you're about to get right now. Because a lot of stuff just had me like, man, what the fuck? But then certain things had me like, oh, okay. Because y'all know me. A lot of y'all know me. I will jump out the window. I'll jump off the cliff in my wrongness. And I'll just let it be that. I'll let my emotions take over and I'll go off. But I had a time to be emotional. Then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to rewatch these 2 hours. So I just did 4 hours because 2 plus 2 is 4. Right? And now I'm here with a more clear-minded look at this episode. So if you only seen it once, I highly suggest watching it a second time. This time, just letting it all play out, I guess. Don't let the initial shit of the reaction and stuff get you. But anyway, bust out your quizzes, okay? I'm gonna do y'all like my favorite teachers back in the day used to do me, right? Where they let you grade your own quiz, aka also known as changing answers while in class to get a better grade. I love those teachers. They just read it out and be like, if you have A, that's correct. Right? I might have had C like a motherfucker, but not no more. Not no more. There was a C, but it was wrong clearly. A it is. Check mark. Rail gets it. Good job, Rail. Thank you. A in that class. Every time. But yeah. Let's do y'all report cards, man. Let's get into it with y'all hot takes. Y'all hot take report card. Now, if you had Ezekiel dying, I want you to go ahead and give yourself a C minus, right? If you got that one correct, that's a C minus. Now, this is how we're doing the report card. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say the level of hot takes, the things that happen, okay? And the more you get correct together, that's your grade. So if you get 2 or 3 of these, then I'm shelling out the grades, all right? So if you just got, for instance, if you just got Ezekiel dying at the end of the show, I'm going to give you a C minus. If that's the only thing, if that was the only hot take you had, or you had multiple and that's the only one correct, you give yourself a C minus. Why so low? Because I don't feel like that was a super hot take. That was pretty mid. But yeah, go ahead and give yourself a C minus. Now, if you had Angel killing Ezekiel, go ahead and give yourself a C. Because technically he did, but yet he didn't. And we're going to get into that also. But go ahead. That'll be a C if you had him dying via that. Emily. If you had Emily killing the bodyguard, give yourself a C plus. If you had Emily killing the bodyguard and Miguel from her new knowledge of shooting a gun, give yourself a B. You're doing good so far. You've been you're knocking it out. If you had Marsha losing a Potter, okay, give yourself a B plus. You did that. If you had a pregnant Sophia, then give yourself a A minus. Because a lot of y'all, that was your hot take. She was pregnant. She was, in fact, pregnant, revealed in this episode. Go ahead and give yourself an A minus. We're just going to throw those on top. If you had a pregnant Sophia being killed, give yourself a goddamn A. You get an A out this one. All right? And if you had the San Bernardino chapter of the Mayans completely wiped out, give yourself a motherfucking A plus. And if you got all of those correct, then you are a writer on the show. You knew somebody that was working on the show. I don't believe you are a hot take god. You're lying to the classroom, sir. You're lying. Jarrell, I know you didn't get that right. How did you get all these right? You never get all these questions right. You're lying. Okay, I know you changed answers. If you did that, I don't believe you. I won't believe you. I don't give a shit. But go ahead, get in the comments, post a grade, how you did so far. Right? I'm going to take a look. Might even do a overtime after this just to, maybe just talk about like y'all reactions. Maybe I want to do a live. Maybe I want to get in the Discord and have a conversation with my people and record it on their feelings on the series finale. This is a series finale. It's finito. It's no more. There's no more. So, yeah, I don't know what y'all want to do. Y'all want to do a live together? I want to hear y'all voices though. I want to hear from the people on this. This is over. Tell me how we want to go off on the last one. I mean, the last little extras of Mayans. This ain't the last Mayans content. Obviously, I'm still working on getting a hold of JD. I'm letting him do his exit interviews. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to bug the man. But I got it ready. With the interviews ready. I'm ready to go. Ready to have some fun with it. So, but we got to make a thing out of this, man. This show has done too much for my channel. It has introduced me to too many of you good motherfuckers that, God, I just, I want to do it right. I know me being late technically doesn't fall into that, but you're going to enjoy this if you've enjoyed others. So what do you want? What do you want? Like, cut it out. First things first, when we're getting to this review, I got to say, Emily. I want to get Emily right out the paint. I am thoroughly surprised. There's several things about that whole Emily wrap up between her and Miguel. That whole, will they murder each other? Will they be together? Who's killing who thing? I gotta say, I was fucking shocked. Let me tell you my initial reaction. I'm watching it, and I see her setting up, right? When she sends the bodyguard upstairs. Oh, could you take him? Take him upstairs. He's a little cranky. I don't feel like carrying him. Bodyguard's like, yeah, I'm like family. Sure, I'll carry little man upstairs. And she's like, oh, but that gun, could you not? Maybe my baby gun, I don't like that. Just real, like, yeah. So we all saw what was happening, right? She's like, oh, she finna smoke him, right? She's like, oh, but never did I anticipate that she had it planned to not have the things in the truck. Like, Miguel left out to leave. And I guess Emily must have left something in there or didn't take it out. And he's like, oh, I got to come back in for this thing, said item. Because in my head, I'm like, oh, she finna smoke the shit out the bodyguard. And this is my thought. I was like, okay, she's finna shoot the bodyguard. Miguel's gonna run in like, what the fuck are you doing? And she was gonna draw down on him, and it was gonna be a race to the gun, like, or some emotional plea, or or even maybe Miguel begging for his life, like, baby, I didn't mean to, put you in the bathtub like that. I took you out. I had you bathtub ready for the long sleep, but I changed my mind. Oh shit, I did kill your sister, but I was going through some things, baby. Let's not something. Cause he been kissing all on her, talking about wanting to be a family. Emily's been walking around like a complete shell, like, and she's attempted to leave. She's done, and this was a perfect surprise to me because I'm just like, I'm expecting one thing. Not was I expecting Emily to put on a fucking Oscar performance, like a planned. She had this planned to the T. It was actually genius. Okay, Miguel's got to come in. I'm finna stand right here from the video cameras. I'm gonna shoot the shit out of Miguel. No words. Huh? No words. No fucking slick ass. This is for my sister, bitch. Bow. when you tell my sister when you see her in hell, bow, no Arnold Schwarzenegger one-liners. He's dead tired. No one-liners, nothing catchy. And they had the cameras that recorded the voice and shit. That he really wanted to know what the fuck was going on in his crib. I thought that was a little different. Miguel's level of protection. But yeah, so she shoots him and I'm like, holy shit. With accuracy. Grouped him. Ain't that what you shooters call grouping? Bang, bang, bang. And it's in a nice little section. Group shot him. No words. And I'm like, oh shit, here comes the bodyguard. And I couldn't understand why she grabbed him. To be close, like, oh my God. I'm thinking like, oh, she's finna play victim for him. Like, so she's not finna kill she did kill the bodyguard. Shot him in the head. But she had to get close to him to make it look like a murder-suicide. So when the cops come, and I was wondering, why the fuck is she counting? She's like, 5, 4, 3, and act. Oh my God, baby, no, stop the bleeding. And I'm just like, when you watching, I'm like, what the fuck is she doing? Until you get to the end, and the cops is there examining the tape, like, yeah, it says there was a murder-suicide, a jealous bodyguard, and Miguel, and boom, he couldn't have Emily. And I'm gonna let them slide on that because everything else was so beautiful with that. I was so shocked in that scene that I'm going to let it slide. The whole murder suicide because I'm in love with my boss's wife thing. No, I would want to dig deeper into that. Like, what? Like, okay, I guess what I would think is, would he be the victim? I don't know who would shoot who. Like, wouldn't it be like a thing where Miguel is like jealous? Like, oh my God, I found out you sleeping with the bodyguard and I'm gonna kill both of y'all and then kill myself. Like, that would seem like a triple murder, right? But the bodyguard wanting to kill her husband because he's in love with Emily, I would imagine he would want to be with her. Like, run away with her. Or pull the whole, if I can't have you, nobody will. Which would lead into another triple murder. Like, I'm gonna kill my boss, I'm gonna kill you because you ain't gonna really love me after this, and then I'm gonna kill myself. I've never seen a situation where there was a murder suicide and the woman is like unscathed. Like, she's just like, yeah, no, them two dudes was crazy. Yeah, he killed my husband because he loved me, and then he shot himself because I told him we can't be together. So he was like, well, fuck it, I'll off myself. Not run, not nothing. No, not even take a second chance to take a second crack at this. Or wouldn't leave the country and be like, okay, look, well, I murdered him, so I'm going to go ahead and leave, and I'll write you letters. Hopefully you change your mind, meet me at this beach. Like, no, you just like, I'm out of here. So I was like, okay, that was kind of a cheap exit. But it was nice because she had it planned, and there was no better explanation. And in reality, cops are just looking for the easy answer. They're not looking for paperwork. And Emily was never a target. So that's why I'm gonna let them get it off. So it was kind of a perfect, it was a flawless execution on Emily's part. And she finally got her kid. I would imagine she has now inherited all the money. So Emily is like won. She has suffered and suffered season after season, being wrong constantly, like just being useless. She has been the most, why is she here character to just shine at the end, just have one grand finale, and it actually made sense. It actually made sense. It's like, yeah, I'm not about to do this with you, Miguel. No, I'm gonna kill you. So she got revenge for her sister. Um, she got revenge for her motherfucking self, and she finally got her kid and got the money, and I guess happily ever after for M. Like, not mad at it, not mad at it. But when I look around to see who's alive on this show, that's when I'll get a little upset. But we'll talk about that. We'll get to that. We're just on Emily right now. Speaking of Miguel, let's go back to when Miguel was alive, right? So he's got the plan with Marsha. She can feel it, right? All he's got to he done made it immunity for him and his wife, a fresh start. Gave Marsha, excuse me, gave Marsha a taste of evidence that'll help put Potter away, right? All he gotta do is come in and say everything, right? She got the papers ready. She's talking shit. She's doing victory laps in the office, which I knew immediately she had lost. Anytime somebody gets to celebrating on this show, it's not going the route she thought. So I'm like, okay, well, Miguel's clearly either about to flake on her. That's what I was thinking. I really didn't even have Miguel dying for real, but I mean, it was a big possibility. But Pop's funeral, which was a sad and weird ass scene because I felt like his funeral was kind of blah. Like the going away, the eulogy, I just it fell flat. He deserved more, but did he though? Did Pops really deserve a show out type funeral? Because he was not used how we all thought he was. They gave us the final scene. They finally gave us what we wanted last episode, where Pops actually murdered people, moving like a old ass John Wick, more like a Liam Neeson, right? In a Taken, he was moving kind of like that. All the old people with guns, that's what I call them. Equalizer, all those type of movies. It's like, hey, let's give these old guys, these old ass actors, guns and make them unbeatable, and it's gonna sell. And it does. I can't wait for Equalizer 3. I can't wait for old ass Denzel to be doing things he could never at the age he could fucking never do. But yeah, so they gave us one little snippet of it, but it was so many opportunities. We could have seen the butcher be the butcher, and he just was a glorified babysitter. So I mean, if we look at funerals across the board, Creeper had the more impassioned, saddened funeral. Like, he had the best funeral in the 5 seasons this show has been on. Coco's was a fucking disgrace. His daughter got popped that same night of his funeral. Like, come on, like that's just nasty work. Pop's funeral was just sad, and like not even sad like we're crying. More so like let's get this shit over with. Angel might have been the most hurt from it, but Angel should have been the most hurt from it. Let's get to that. Angel should have been the most crushed. I wanted to see some bawling. I wanted to see some fucking tears flowing. I wanted to see some anger. I wanted to see him cuss out Easy like, bitch, this was your fault. I wanted something from Angel about his father, who he had to come live with. Okay, now I'm about to get mad. Now I'm turning up. Because look at this shit. Look, if anybody should be pissed about fucking the butcher's death, it should be goddamn Angel. I would pick a reason, a plethora. Fucking he babysitted all of his pregnant baby mamas, huh? And then when baby was finally born, he's basically Papa number 2, 1.5. He's right there. He's giving advice to all of Angel's girlfriends or side chicks or whatever the fuck you want to call them, his entanglements. All right, Pops is painting rooms and fucking building shit for Angel's kids. Angel ain't did shit. Then when Adelita ups and leaves, he don't even know that she's dead. Who's first thing he do? He runs to his daddy. Runs his daddy for daddy advice. Then his woman leaves him like, she's gone. Can we stay here with you? And Pops is like, sure, come on in. So if anybody should be fucking furious at the death of their father, it should be Angel. Yet his dumb face ass is just sitting there like, oh man, this is rough. And you were not the first on the scene, but you were the first family member of what the fuck? There's four Reyes alive. I mean, was alive, like excluding Maverick. So like, you were the first one on the scene of the family. So you've seen the destruction. You've seen your father carried off, and now I understand your shock back then, but now it should all hit you at the funeral, and you just sitting there like, and then just letting Easy be stone faced. You ain't even got nothing to say to him. Like, show some respect, motherfucker. Like something, like slap Easy or something. Like, get physical, do something. Like, bro, you did this. Like, I was looking for more. And it's not like Angel hasn't acted. It's not like he is incapable of these things. We've seen him act his ass off. Like, this was the time to unleash it, like, for Pops. Like, but at the same time, I don't know. It's just befitting of Pops at this point. A glorified girlfriend babysitter. Not even, he babysitted girlfriends. Like, it's a crazy profession, if you ask me. The girlfriend whisperer, poor Gabby, he was giving her advice and shit. Like, he was just the shepherd to the. He was a hoe shepherd. I don't know. What the fuck, Pops? He shepherded these poor hoes, man. Like, damn. Sorry, Gabby, you know you ain't one. You was special. But I mean, like, what the fuck? I guess this is how hoe shepherds go down. This is their funeral. Like, not even a pimp, just a shepherd. Like, that's wild shit. Like, think about it. That's really fucking crazy. That's how they use that man. So, but damn, I was talking about Miguel. But so yeah, we see Miguel got a handful of letters. He shows up to his newly found father's funeral. And I guess this is the moment where he's like, yeah, I'm finna tell these dudes, like, hey, we brothers. But then Easy, like, launched into his ass, like, quickly. Like, fuck is you doing here? Only family, bitch, nigga. Like, don't, like, we got beef. You the reason I'm here. You couldn't get my drugs. You fucking, the pipeline. I mean, even though my brother ruined that shit, but I'm still mad at you. Because, like, why is Easy mad at him? Why was he mad at him? Huh? It still couldn't be over Emily. Easy could care less about Easy. Can we look more into this? I mean, the show's over. Let's ask some questions now. Let's just pontificate. There's nothing else we can do. But, like, think about it. Why was Easy holding so much hostility? Sure, him and Miguel had their problems. But Miguel always gave his club extra time. Put money in their pocket. Extra missions. He never did them dirty. Never killed one of their people. Miguel, like, legit never murdered a Mayan. There was never death on his hands, and Miguel was to blame. Actually, Miguel was getting fucked by the Mayans numerous times, mainly by Easy, because he was snitching. He was running back telling what fucking Miguel was doing, and then teams up with Adelita to take Miguel down. So, like, really, if anybody should be mad at anybody, it should be Miguel mad at Easy, but for some reason, Easy is harboring this thing. They even killed his mama. Huh? Miguel had nothing to do with the death of his parent, his mom. But, they murdered her, so the mother for mother, like, and set her on fire, like, brutally, did her dirty. So it's like, Miguel lost the mom, he ain't even know why, like, and here go Easy with this fabricated ass attitude. And even when they had a falling out, when the drugs mysteriously burnt up, but then found out it was your own brother who did it, Miguel was going to bat for you, trying to mend the relationship with Soledad so y'all could get the pipeline back. And you showed up with dusty ass Civil War weapons, like they didn't have no military grade Call of Duty War 8 shit. Like they had big shit, scopes, big clips, red beams, scopes, aluminum. Come on, gun people, what's some fly shit that be in the gun? High-powered spring, proficiency. America. They was holding big Americas. The fuck? You come in with some museum shit, right? But he tried. He gave you the opportunity to make it right. And still, you got this bitch-ass attitude toward him. So I was confused. I was like, why is Easy mad? Like, for real, y'all. Like, do you have... Where did I miss it? If real is wrong, please, tell me. But where did this I don't know. So he chose Miguel a new ass when he was just showing his respect to his father. Miguel never even threatened his father to him, right? Never to put a finger on Pops, like on Felipe. So I don't know. And he's got the handful of letters, and we see Angel look down at him like, what the fuck is this dude carrying a bunch of postcards for? I mean, and then, then Miguel's like, all right, fuck it, buddy. Like, I was just finna say we were brothers and see if we could have some, I don't know, some horchata or something, or a little latte or something together, and we could discuss how what do we do knowing that we're brothers. But I'll go fuck off. Like fuck you then. We ain't family. Say less. And then dips. So I like that too. I like the whole us finding out well in advance that, and Miguel's the only one, him and Pop's the only one to know that they're brothers, and yet the show ends without them finding out. Like that's just it. Brothers no more. It was almost, almost makes it kind of unnecessary. When did once Miguel found out they were brothers? I wonder what was the thing that powered. Like, okay, let me try it. Let me ask this the way I'm looking for. Did Miguel do something? Yeah, I guess he did. I was trying to say, like, what did them being brothers have to do with anything outside of needing to kill Miguel's mom? And, but then I remember he did give Angel grace, and that's why he was given easy grace. So once he found out that they were brothers and that was his only family left in this world, because we know how much he loved his brother that passed as a baby, I believe. Like there was always that theory um, of who that But I guess it was a longing for family. I guess Miguel's real thing was a longing for family. Was his? Is that what he left here? Yeah. We should look into the characters. Like, was Miguel's overall theme family for real? Because everything he did, he was doing it for his father. He was a legacy. He wanted to be better than his father. He wanted to take the Miguel family, the Galindos, to a new level. It was all about Galindo. Then when he was talking to the other cartel, he was like, "Hey, what are we leaving our kids? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is he leaving his son? Him wanting Emily back, him not being able to kill her family, and then him seeking out Felipe for answers and willing to visit and listen to him, and like, okay, wow, that's family. And now I found out I got two brothers, and one of them is a fucking asshole who burns up drugs, but I'm gonna look out for him. Family, easy. He's becoming a tyrant, but he needs this, and he's an asshole. So let me try to fix this relationship with Soledad. So family. I'm thinking Miguel's theme was family for real. It it started off like he was like a badass cartel dude that just wanted to put the Galindo family on top of the whole cartel game, but in his essence, he was just a big kid that wanted a family to. He just wanted legacy, man. That's what I'm thinking. If you really think about Miguel, what his big motivations were, they were all family oriented. Remember when he was acting like a little bitch over his mama, which is crazy for me to say. Like that's how you should be though. Like if you love your mama, you should be emotional about your mama. So don't let me, yeah, don't let me just destroy him like that. Like that's not cool. Like yes, but yeah, he was fucked up over his mama, man. So fair, fair. Oh, and speaking of Soledad, oh, where, why, how? Cole and them? Where, why, how? Like they just disappeared. Like Soledad super disappeared. She had one confrontation. She gave out one mission to Adelita and was never seen or heard from again. We didn't even get her reaction to what the fuck happened to her ninja, her Mexican ninja lady. I was like her right hand. That was her right hand soldier. Dead. The fuck. I guess she got no words for that. We never really got a reaction to her finding out that Easy is out here moving fentanyl and robbing shit. Uh, like I don't know. Soledad was just here one day, gone the next, kind of like Taza. Cole made big threats, and we met the jujitsu Aryan leader, and never heard from him again. Like he just broke a motherfucker's arm, and that was it. Like no reaction to not getting a supply, no conversation, just some more we'll figure it out type shit. And I'm just like, okay, no time for it. Because we had to get to war. Let's talk about the war. Now, what I must say is, I know what my thoughts of a war look like, and this one, it was more realistic. right? If you really think about it. Because at first, my first watch, right? I'm going through my first reaction. My first watch, I was disappointed in the war. I'm expecting guns blazing. I don't know what I thought. I don't even know where you would have. I don't know. I was thinking maybe they went after like that big easy speech when he had all the Mayans sitting in front of me. He had his moment, his Cyrus moment from the Warriors. Can you dig it? Yeah, we're gonna kill some fucking sons. Can you dig it? Yeah, we can dig it, easy. We can dig it. I was like, oh, okay. He's having his Cyrus moment. Anybody, let me just tell you something. Anybody that speaks to a crowd of gang members or motorcycle enthusiasts, I'm going to relate them to Cyrus. Everything is the Warriors. I don't give a shit. Everything is the Warriors. Everybody just takes a little bit from the Warriors, okay? It just is what it is. That and Paid in Full. Paid in Full is a classic that just gets stolen from. All right, not stolen, borrowed, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so after Easy's big Cyrus speech, I'm pumped. Okay, he did a great job, and it's funny because Easy's voice isn't a voice that would carry like that. I don't know. Like I was listening to him, and I felt like I was hearing a break in his voice sometimes because he's like a mellow spoken dude. So like I don't know. It took a different voice to like really get it across to the people. Like I don't know, but he pulled it off. It was at first I'm like, really easy giving this empowers me, and we gotta get him. It was just I don't know. It was breaking a few times, and I was like, but he was doing the job. He had compassion. He had conviction. He was looking like he was ready to kill, and he had some hard pipe hit niggas out in that crowd. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was a tatted face throughout the crowd. Motherfuckers had big guns. They were ready for death. Then I like when he got a little artsy with his. He started quoting from like it sounded like he was quoting from like war novels and shit. And the funniest part was when you could tell when like he was doing it, people was looking around like, yeah, okay, that was kind of deep. Like they was just doing that. But really they just wanted some furious. They just wanted to go like, you know what I'm saying? Watch that scene again. I can't express it to you, but they went from parts of anytime he said, we're gonna fucking put our foot in their asses, we're gonna shoot them in the face, motherfuckers was like, ah, yeah. And then we was like, and war is a place where we come together because we're family, and then motherfuckers went from this to automatically like, it's deeper than just murdering. But then we're gonna murder, yeah. And I was like, okay, it was an emotional roller coaster, that speech. I was just watching, I was crowd watching at that point. Like I watch shows entirely too deep, bro. I'm like looking at when they be putting actors like Biker Number 18. I'm watching Biker Number 18's reactions. Motherfuckers like, ain't nothing better than the extras. Like sometimes just watch the extras at anything, bro. It's oh god. I love TV entirely too much. I need to find another passion in life for real. It's getting a little scary out here. When you start looking for Biker Number 18, you know you've got a problem, people. But yeah, anyway. So I get that speech, and now I'm ready. I'm thinking maybe I don't know what I thought the war was. Clearly, I didn't think they were gonna be like he was gonna call up Isaac and be like, "Yeah, meet me high noon out at the fucking the desert, and we're gonna have a fucking knockout, brawl out, fucking deuces wild ass fight, or maybe they were gonna storm like the Sun's compound and raid it with guns, like how they did when they stole the fentanyl, like and stole a dude. I'm thinking like maybe something like that, like brow, big guns, raiding the joint. Maybe that is what I was thinking. I don't know, but when it came to the feds watching them actually about to do like a war type thing, it made sense that it happened running into a son's hangout spot and murdering them indoors during broad daylight. It made sense. Because if you were to actually have something like that in reality, the cops or the feds or whoever you might have thought was targeting you, or just anybody, any neighbor to the fucking son's house would be like, yo, police, it's a fucking war zone out here. And you don't want to get into a shootout with the sons and then turn around and have to get into a shootout with the police. The goal is to go murder them somehow, some way, and get back home somehow, some way, like relatively okay. So them rushing into like that bar and just murdering whoever had on the son's cut was real. So like where I was first disappointed, I rewatched and I said, yeah, that makes sense. Like in 2023, how the fuck could a biker gang have a war? Like realistically. And anybody have a chance to escape and it makes sense. You would have to run in there, fuck some people up, get them all, and then hightail it the fuck up out of there. And hope the street cameras didn't clock y'all. I mean, that's the best you could do. But having some fucking, I don't know, in the middle of the street type shit, not happening. And they was able to get that shit off in Charming because like Sons out in Charming, it was its own like self-governed town. It was a weird back alley town. Like everything stayed the same. They didn't have a Dunkin' Donuts or a Starbucks. They didn't have no shit like that. Right? And it was all mom and pop shit. Out where Mayans are, it's LA. It's a real ass city and ain't nobody going for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Or it's California, I should say, not LA. My fault. But it's a real place, a real town, real shit's going happening, real cops, real feds, like right there, like no. Um. So yeah, and I thought that was fucking brutal. Like they came in beating the shit out of people with pipes and fucking crowbars and swinging and Angels shooting people in the face. And at first, Angel's looking like I don't want to do this. Like, why am I always killing? And he just had that face like I don't want to be in here. Like what, fam? Like pops, this is for pops. Isaac came in and killed our father. Why are you sitting here looking like a little just an overgrown baby? Just like, I guess I got to come in here. But he turned it up. He was fighting. He was shooting motherfuckers in the face. I think he might have let off the first gunshot, actually. It was only like inside the club, there was like maybe 3 gunshots. The rest of the sons were brutally beaten to death. And I said, holy shit. And I couldn't think, actually, when you look at that scene, I can't think of nothing scarier than if I'm in there listening to some death metal shit and I got my brew and I'm like, yeah, we're having a good time. Ugh, doing one of these, right? Yeah. That's like the go-to like death metal dance. Got the chicks walking around to no motion. They all looking like NPCs off of Grand Theft Auto when you go into like a club. Like that's how they be dancing. So anyway, you got that going on, and then you just see 50 angry motherfuckers barging through the door with melee weapons. I can't think of anything more terrifying. And the fact that you see them getting their ass beat and Isaac is back there shooketh. He saw that shit and exited stage left. Easy is just like popping motherfuckers, shoot him in the face, trying to get to Isaac. He was not bullshitting. Easy was not fucking around. There was no more playtime. And again, first watch, the whole when Easy shot him in his ass or wherever he shot him, leg, ass, the leg ass combo. When he dropped him and we saw him crawling around the corner, I was like, damn, okay. How is Easy finna do this? Like I was thinking something brutal, right, bruh? Isaac did a lot. You remember the first person he stumped to death? Like him and his boys, they killed Buddy, and then he's sitting in people's living rooms making them choose like who's gonna be? Is gonna be your boy or your wife and daughter here? Like Isaac was out here on some real Joker serial killer shit. So to watch him crawl like that, I was expecting Easy to like do him disgust and like okay, so if the level was if Easy was shooting Gabby in the face, point blank range, and then he gets into it with a fucking 300 dude that weighs 325 plus tax, like, and he bashing his skull to the cement in that 1v1, I'm like, oh, he's finna do Isaac over dirty. But really, he gave him like a pretty smooth exit, like a quick one, just some gunshots. And what I liked about the scene the most is that Isaac portrayed himself as this, like I said, this jokerish villain, like, like, yeah, I like death and destruction, and I laugh in the face of danger, and I murder people, but I'm so smart, and I pontificate upon things, and I go on diatribes, and I'm otherworldly, but I like chaos and all this shit. But then when he gets shot in his ass, he's begging just like any other motherfucker would who's got shot and knows a motherfucker about to do some killing. Huh? I love to see it. Very humbling. He just laid there. He was like, "No, wait. There's got to be more. Like, no, I want to live. Like, I got more orgies to attend, right? It's more things I need to do." At first, he started laughing. I'm like, oh, okay, he's finna do the I'm laughing on my way out type shit. But then he just got to begging like a little bitch, and I'm like, okay. Again, more realism. That's what would happen. Everybody's smart and tough and got the shit going on when you got the numbers. Huh? When you got the ups on the situation, yeah. Oh, death is funny. Death is cool. Like, I don't care about shit when you're winning. But when death is staring you in your face and you see dude with the gun, oh, please, no, we can work this out. Just like, bow, shut up. And then he just shot the shit out of him. So I was hoping for a more brutal death, like, I don't know, maybe a heel stump or something. There was a good chance to just do something bad to him, right? A Negan Glenn moment. You know? I would have liked that. But I liked the begging. I didn't get the death I wanted. I wanted something gruesome, like, I mean, the whole show's been dark. And being a Suns member inside of that fucking club, being beat to death with crowbars and bats and shit. Yeah, so I was expecting him to go out the same way or easy. I don't know, carving him up or something just bad. While I didn't get the gruesome death I wanted, I got an unexpected begging from Isaac, a humbling. Like, so that was pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did enjoy that a lot. Now, after that war, it was all the cheering and the hanging out, and I knew when I knew Easy's days were numbered is when him and Angel went out to that bridge to have that brotherly conversation. That little, "I love you, man. It was always this," and we went down memory lane. I was like, "Fuck, Easy's dead." Because the conversation was about Angel, and Angel was talking about him wanting to leave. I know a few of y'all said that, but he's been moving like he wanted to get out the Mayan shit. And, Easy like, well, just come celebrate, ride with your brother again. Like, this is it. Yeah, please go be with your son. Go be with Maverick. That moment, I knew Easy was dead and Angel was going to live. Now, to be fair, I didn't know how Easy was going to die. Like, that was still up in the air. I was like, okay, everything was going smoothly. Everything was going smoothly. And I'm like, Potter is still out there promising his death. I ain't seen Soledad yet. Thought she might make some behind the curtain murder, right? Send another dude there, kidnap him. Like, bitch, you thought it was over? Or maybe a Cole. It was so many people that wanted Easy dead. I just knew it was coming. After he finally get that kill on Isaac and they did all this and they had the funeral, I just kind of knew. And then after when Potter did that visit to Easy at the funeral, I didn't know what the fuck Potter was talking about. I need a Potter translator sometimes. Like, what the fuck was he talking about? Birds in the sky, birds flying high. You know how I feel. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck he was talking about. But Easy looked shook. Easy looked fucking scared when Potter left. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, okay, so Potter might be the one, but I'm thinking they making us go one way for him to die another, or Potter makes good on his word that he made the previous episode. But yeah, anytime there's some lovey-dovey shit on Mayans, man, you know it's finna take a major fucking left turn. And so When they sitting at that table and Easy's worried about what Hank's about to say, like, oh, speaking of putting the club first, I gotta talk about something. And you see Easy's face like, oh, what the fuck? Like, is this the moment? Is he about to? I'm gonna have to explain myself. And he started talking about patching in Nesta and how he been a rider and all that shit. And he's like, he takes a sigh of relief. And I'm like, okay. So in my mind, yeah, no, he's good. This ain't where he gonna die. Something else gonna happen. Oh, was I wrong? They get up to do hugs, and Gilly had to snatch him up. Oh, it hurt. That scene was so. Oh, from the moment he stood up to go ahead and bless Nestor with a nice little hug and welcome to the family, and he slams the gavel. Hank switched it on him real quick. Gilly grabs him. I said, oh shit, no. And then you got Bishop there. Because he did get that visit from, what's her name? From Creeper's, oh yeah, that's right. Creeper's girl did show up there. So, I think what I was thinking is Bishop is going to try to take him to the side maybe and have a conversation. Kind of like he did Taza, right? It could have went that way. It's naive for me to say, but I think that's what I was thinking at the time. When Bishop didn't say nothing and Hank just only talked about bringing Nesta in, I'm thinking once everybody got up, Bishop was going to be like, look, that girl Jess, she told me everything. I know what you had going on. You need to explain yourself. And I'm thinking Bishop would have did that because Easy did bring money to the club and finally beat the Suns for once. The Easy is the first leader to bring a W to the Mayans when it comes to the Sons of Anarchy. So I'm thinking Bishop was finna be on some, look, this is our secret. Like, Taza could have got killed for the shit he did. And he asked Bishop to do it. Bishop didn't do it. So I'm thinking Bishop about to pull another Bishop, take him to the side, like, look, bro, I know that shit, but look, going forward, explain to me what this rat shit is about. Did you have Creeper kill for real? How deep does it go? All right, I can hold this down for you, whatever. Nah, that was all naive talk. That was my brain just kind of hoping and wishing maybe. Bishop got right on bullshit. Hank didn't hesitate. Fucking Gilly definitely didn't. And if you watch, when Gilly's holding Easy in that headlock, he can't even look at him. It was some heartbreaking shit in that scene. Gilly holding him by the throat, he just looking away, trying not to cry, and holding him. Because that was the OG squad. Gilly, Coco, Angel, Easy. Them was the four within the Mayans. Like, they were squatted up. That was gang them. They were the brotherhood amongst the brothers. And they went on a lot of shit. They did shit for each other. They rolled for Coco. They did shit for Letty. They had Gilly blow up shit. That was the squad, man. So Gilly sitting there hurt, grabbing him. I was like, damn, that probably was one of the more painful things to watch. You had a borrowed son looking away, crying and shit, not wanting to do it. And, Bishop was overly thirsty. Hank, I can't never get mad at Hank. He's just so Mayans. It's only two real Mayans on this show. Well, three, right? It was Hank, Creeper, and Alvarez. Like, them, I feel like were the embodiment of the Mayans, like, all the way through and through. And so when Hank was stood on business like that, I couldn't get mad at him. I was just like, oh shit. Easy sitting there smiling. And then Bishop's sick ass is like, oh, okay, because Bishop was ready to do both of them. I'm finna kill you and your brother. But somehow, Easy managed to tell him, like, he played the role, like, I'm sorry, Angel, I ain't mean to do this to you. I lied to you. And Bishop is dumb enough to believe it. He already hyping the moment. His girl, his whore left him. How you let a whore tell you she too good for you? A barb sling, like, Bishop been going through it, so he couldn't wait to get Easy. He been wanting to get Easy, so he never gave. And then plus him and Angel had that heart to heart outside, talking about leaving and shit. So the Bishop's only beef was with Angel for real. I mean, was with Easy for real. But yeah, that was a rough ass scene to watch. And then Bishop talking about some, I read Shakespeare too, motherfucker. Like, no, you didn't. You seen the scene in the movie, you heard about it, you overheard it while you was asleep in fucking literature 3 or whatever the fuck. Bro, no, you didn't. You didn't read Shakespeare. Show of hands, who believe Bishop watched Shakespeare? Come on, get him up there. I can see you. Put your hands up. Did you buy that shit at all? No. And me, I'm like, did that happen in Shakespeare? Maybe. I don't know. He wrote a lot of shit. I definitely didn't read it. So don't let me start stunning on you. But I do remember something like that happening to like one of the Caesars. Like, wasn't it like a Julius Caesar or something where he came back, he was in Rome, and the Senate caught his ass in the hallway and everybody got to stabbing him? Like, ain't that? That's what I was thinking. I thought it was like, it was one of them Caesars. I think it was Julius. I don't know which one. But I swear, somebody correct me. Was that a Caesar? Not Caesar's Palace. No, not the casino. I'm talking about the little short dude with the fucking olive head piece that ran shit, that crossed Rubicons and shit. That's Caesar. Didn't the Senate like stab the fuck out of him when he tried to take their power away or something? So I feel like that's kind of what it was. Like, I think it was more so. I could be wrong. I don't know shit, y'all. I swear I don't. But it didn't give me Shakespeare. It definitely gave me Julius Caesar. And if I had to think about it, that would have been what Easy would have been closer related to. Somebody who got charisma, who's got the balls, who's fucking willing to cross the Rubicon and say fuck the Senate, fuck the table. If you want something done, you got to do it yourself. I'm number one ruler, God chosen, one king type shit. And I think that's what Easy was. I think he was a Julius Caesar, and he went out in such a fashion. But if I am wrong in my reference, if it was in fact not Julius Caesar, I'm looking like a complete asshole right now. But if I'm not, and if I'm right, then I look like a goddamn genius. I'm just gonna put it out there. Huh? Huh? But yeah, them making Angel do the first stab, man. Angel not wanting to. Maverick was outside waiting on his daddy to come back. He was waiting out, he was on the porch. And that was just rough. Making Angel stab his brother and him be the first one to do it. And then watching the blade. When everybody took their turn and you just watched the blade, you could hear the sounds of it going into the meat. And Easy took a long ass time to die. And he smiled on his way down. It was almost like he was welcoming his death, like finally. Somebody is putting the monster down. Like, I don't think Easy was ever happy with himself. And like I said, I think it all spurned from what he did to Gabby. And he lost himself after that Gabby murder. When he killed her, he killed all, like, chances for him to be a human. Right? And he was just living a life of misery. He never slept good. He wasn't able to have a solid relationship with Sophia. Like, he was pretending to be like I said, the Dexter. Like, he was just pretending. He was going through the motions. He had disowned his father, who only looked out for him at every turn of the way, from his rat face ass cousin to fucking trying to save Gabby's life. He had an attitude with me, but had you just let that girl, you know what I'm saying, she would have never been a part of this. And he's always had Easy's back. And it's just, I don't know. So Easy was welcoming that shit almost. Like, I did what I had to do. I fulfilled my purpose. And I had this coming. He knew he did. Killing Gabby, killing fucking Creeper. That one really made him go, ugh. Watching Creeper's sister tell him how much Creeper loved him and followed him. And, I know he felt like shit. So I didn't really feel bad for Easy, because Easy didn't even feel bad for Easy. I felt bad for Angel in that moment. And that's the only time I'm ever sympathetic to Angel. This entire series is when he had to stab his own brother, and that was it. That's the only pity I ever felt for Angel. For a man to have to do that. Watching the Bar's son break down crying. You could tell the people that loved Easy. Like, they was just hugged up in ceremony outside. And for this shit to happen, Nestor was like, shit, I just got my fucking patch, so I'm with the gang and them. Stab, it ain't nothing to me. I was big cartel anyway. Pigtail assassin. Huh, take that. But you could tell Gilly was all fucked up. Angel was all fucked up. Bar's kid was all fucked up. Hank had no. Hank been showing us he got no respect for snitches. That Jess killing, he was like, shit, he pulled right up like you did your thing. Good job. She was a snitch. She was a snitch bitch. Gotta go. So we knew where Hank's loyalties lie. And when it came to snitching, Hank was not for none. So Hank, if he felt a certain type of way, once he found out that motherfucker was a snitch and got Creeper killed, easy been dead to him. So there was no emotion. Bishop been hating, but now he could properly hate, so took him the fuck out. So there was no care right there. Bottles was just Bottles, whatever the fuck his name is. He didn't really give a shit. He was just riding with the gang. So, but you could see the originals and then a Barra son, they was all fucked up over it. Gilly ain't even want to do it. He was breaking down. That Gilly crying up shit had me feeling the way because I don't know, man. When I seen that shit, I just go back to the first season when they was all picking on Easy. Angel was big broing them and bringing them into the fold, and they was fucking with him and kept calling him what they kept calling him, like Boy Scout, right? That's what Coco kept calling him, and then they gradually started respecting Easy the more he came through for the gang, and man, it was some good times with that crew, man, and for them to go down like that, it's fucking painful to watch, and I just was like, ugh. Even though it had to happen, I'm not mad at Easy dying. He had to die. He had to die. Who didn't have to die, but maybe who did? Okay, I've been seeing a lot of. I had mixed emotions about that Sophia killing. Like, it was totally on the okay. On the outside looking in, it looked like an unnecessary murder. Pregnant woman just finding out she pregnant, baby daddy dies. The dude who she was closest to out the whole gang, Bottles or Goggles or whatever the fuck his name is, like the closest one they shared stories at the dog situation. They were cordial. They talked. That was the only person I ever seen her have conversations with. To have him be the one to go in, shotgun her close range to death, does seem a bit excessive. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was a bit much, people. Sure. I'll give you that. But she was a witness. Can I get a witness? I mean, like, at the end of the day, they still have to deal with police. Like, I know Mayans make killing just look like what Denzel say in Training Day? It ain't like stepping on ants. Huh? Taking a life ain't just like stepping on ants. But in the Mayans world, they'll make it seem like that. But the reality is, you drop a body, you gotta take care of the witnesses. Sophia is not just gonna be like, like what we thinking? Like, what are you thinking? They're gonna carry out Easy's body. She's living in a trailer, and oh, where's my boyfriend? Where's your leader? Ah, he's dead. He snitched. See, we had to kill him. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll pack up my shit and go back home now. I guess I'm just gonna take the dog and walk away. No. If there was any revenge, she's gonna feel away. She's gonna tell somebody. She's gonna snitch and get them in prison. They don't want to go to jail. I don't give a fuck. She had to die. It was brutal. Shotgunning her. But they didn't know she was pregnant, people. We knew she was pregnant, so it looks extra bad. I mean, if she was months pregnant and they did it, then it'd have been even more gruesome. It's like, sorry, ma. But at the end of the day, ladies, let that be a lesson to you, right? Oh, you want you a bad boy? You want you a thug? Yeah. These are the consequences that care. Oh, my man, he be in these streets getting that money. Yeah, we doing it up. Yeah. It's good when it's good, but when it's bad, you will be collateral. Especially in Chicago. Women get murdered in Chicago every day. From lining up niggas to hanging out in the cars with the wrong ones, dating them. Oh, he flies. You hopping in his car, you hopping in his death trap. And you think he care about you? He will use you as a shield, shorty. You was not. Where did you? No. Ladies, think So she is a cautionary tale to y'all. The Gabbies and Sophias of the world, cautionary tale. Huh? The Nails of the world. Look, I'm just saying. Watch out. Let her death be a lesson to you. That's how the streets is. It looked unnecessary, but at the end of the day, it was very necessary, and it was a justified shooting in the criminal world, obviously. Pretty dark, and who did it? A little sketchy. Oh, and then you got Potter coming through and murdering everybody, apparently. All you heard was a lot of shooting. I didn't see that coming at all. ATF running in there basically to do an assassination on the Mayans. I said, damn, there go. I never saw that coming. And the only person I felt bad for in there was Hank. Only person that should have died in there was Bishop. I'd have been okay with Bishop being the one that died in there. I would have wanted everybody else to live. That was kind of like, well, that's one way to wrap up a show. Murdering motherfucking everybody. Take them all out. Which, yeah, they've been on the front of the news. Like they said, they set it up to where Potter is the hero. He helped stop this murderous gang. And earlier that day, they did murder a bunch of people in the bar. So Potter is on top yet again. And by the time they stabbed, it was almost like I was desensitized at this point. When Buddy got stabbed to death by a girl in the car, when he was just trying to help her, but he was moving funny. And you know what? Just a little side note, he deserved that stabbing in the front seat. Ain't no, oh shit, damn, I wish she ain't jumped to conclusions. Oh, nigga, you moving funny. You stepping in my door, you talking about come in the car, you're talking too much, you doing all this extra shit, you grabbing your gun, you doing shit, you fidgeting, look like you fighting with your emotions. I'm in the car. No, yeah. I'm gonna stab the shit. I don't give you moving funny, bro. You ever seen that movie Descent? When the chicks that was spelunking or whatever, cave spelunking, why the fuck would you ever do that? Don't know, but there's a bunch of creatures down there. You remember when the bitch walked up behind her and was like, just quietly grabbed her on the shoulder, turned around, axe to the throat, but turned out it was her friend? Yeah, that's what's gonna happen, bitch. Are you crazy? Say something, announce yourself. There's killer albino creatures in the cave. You can't be creeping up behind me, grabbing me. I'm swinging to kill. Say something. Say, psst, hey, it's me. Fuck. Hey, I'm right behind you. Don't do nothing crazy shit. I'm coming up behind you. That's how you operate. So, if you finna help a motherfucker, don't be moving like you ready to kill him. Like, oh, show my gun. Let me just cryptic shit. Like, tell me what's up at the door, my nigga. Or get stabbed up in your front seat like that. So, another justified killing. Shorty, save your tears. Hey, fight or flight. Fuck is you talking about? That was the option. He got what he was moving too funky for me. I agree with him. Shit, let him die. That's how you supposed to go out. What the fuck was he doing? That's like when the cops pull you over and you like, oh, let me reach for my phone. Brow. Yeah, nigga, stop. Don't move. Like, there's guns. Stop moving funky. Just chill. Hey, yo, you should see me at a traffic stop. Hey, sir. They be like, oh, where's your ID? I'll be like, it's right there, but you gotta go get it, my man. I'm not reaching for shit. Right here. You want me to get out the car? Search this motherfucker? I don't give a fuck, nigga. Go. This is real hands at every stop. Traffic stop. Nah, take this. Take these hands with you. Oh, you made an illegal red turn at that red light? Take these hands. Nope, I'm not moving. Fuck is you talking about? You ain't finna kill real. I ain't never moving funky. So, yeah. He had that. But Potter ended up winning again. Potter is undefeated. Marsha sat there looking stupid. And then she got that phone call that her lead witness is dead than a motherfucker. She just was like, wow. Potter wins again. And I would love to see what Potter tries to do to her ass after this. Not only did he win, but he's a fucking hero that saved the streets of San Bernardino or whatever the fuck that town is. Like Santa Padre. Well, have I been calling it San Bernardino this whole time? Santa Padre. Yeah. So he saved that whole town. So Potter went from a villain to a hero in like no time. Like Potter is undefeated. And it's funny. Everybody that's alive, like I was looking back at it, I'm like, damn, everybody that's alive is somebody I don't like. Emily, Angel out there with his Mayan shit blacked out. I know that shit hurt. Uh, but at least he was able to do it himself. Angel's alive with Maverick. Maverick is the only one I like that's alive, I think. Yeah. Everybody living I don't fuck with. Alvarez, no Alvarez. Alvarez, I fuck with Alvarez. I take that back. Maverick, Alvarez, and I don't fuck with Letty. I don't fuck with Letty at all. Fuck her too. I think Alvarez and Maverick and the fine ass Abuelita. I fuck with her. She's alive. That's about it. That's some crazy shit. It's 3 people out this show I fuck with that is still living. Wow. Fucking wow. So I gotta say though, for the time they had, for the storylines they developed, I don't know. I don't know the behind the scenes. I don't know if they were always season to season, if they always had to write. Like people should be given, like when you're about to make a series and you do your pilot and they say we picked it up, they need to talk to the writers and say, how many seasons you got? How is this thing wrapped up? How long do you need? And then negotiations go from there. And whether it works or not, you live or die by that. You feel me? Like, say, oh, okay, the pilot was awesome. You wrote it to beginning to end, and you tell them, I need 8 seasons to complete this storyline correctly. Whether it's writer changes, producer, if anything fucks up, this thing is going to be 8 seasons. I need it locked in. And the companies just have to say, fuck it, we're doing it. And live or die with the results. Like, you chose wrong. All this, I don't know if it's profitable. Can you wrap this up by next season? No, okay, it will still work. So you get another season. Keep writing. No, I think we're going to shut it down this time. No, okay, no, we'll give you one more. Okay, no, dead ass, this is your last season. Write it to finality. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, how can anybody work under them circumstances? That's why I'm so pro Writers Guild strike, the writer's strike. I'm there because fuck that shit. Then you got Chat GPT trying to pump out the shit. Like, no, and then you got AI stealing actors' likenesses. You know, fuck all that noise, man. Fuck, nope, not having it. So while y'all striking for the TV writers, make sure y'all got something that say, look, we spent all this time writing this shit, coming up with this idea. We need to get the shit we need to get it done. And whether it's successful or not, motherfucker, that's your fault. You shouldn't have backed us with the money. Now live or die with it. And if you cancel the show, then fucking just do it away. Because then you leave people like us who love shit, who is getting into the storylines. We don't even know if our favorite shows get another season or not. Like, I hate that shit. I hate waiting to see if my show's coming back. Because it very well could have been like, what if they said, nope, you don't get a final season, Mayans. 4 is where we leave it. Now we all sitting there looking fucking stupid, like who burnt down a warehouse? And now we all just looking at each other like, damn, I guess it's just gone. Guess we got to figure out something else. Like, that don't seem wrong to you, FX? Any other place, like all network, that don't seem fucked up to the consumer? Like, damn, bro. Give us some closure. Like, let us know. Like, I hated that shit. Oh, that's the only bad thing about TV. Where I think TV is the best writing right now, though. I'm not going to lie to you. I think TV is destroying movies, but that's a whole nother conversation. But Mayans, man, it was a hell of a ride. It's one way to wrap up a show. Just kill everybody. Fuck it. Ain't no coming back. Ain't no mystery. That's one way to end a fucking show, man. I just want to say to any of the writers, producers, actors that watch this, that's been checking it out, that pop in the Discord, hell of a job. Round of applause to all you guys, man. Dead ass. I mean, look at what y'all did. Y'all had an impossible task. You came behind Sons of Anarchy to do a spin-off, which I'm not gonna fucking do this speech again, the spin-off speech. I'm not gonna do it. But to take such a heavily, like almost cult-like fan base and have to deal with that in creating something new, and just fucking, you did that. I think you succeeded. I think you are one of the top spinoffs as definition of spinoffs go. Okay, so awesome job, cast, crew, writers, everything. Key grips. Salute to the key grips back there. Your boys got your back. Uh, yeah, man. It was. I mean, look at what y'all brought. All my people to me, and I couldn't be more grateful to the people that subscribed and come kick it with me for these Mayans episodes. And it's fucking saddening that it's over. Like, and it's just off until the next thing. Like, I'ma still be here. I'ma watch random shit. I'ma record. I'ma review random shit. Going back to the Teller Tuesdays, back to Game of Thrones, back to fucking. I might check out this Justified y'all was telling me about. I'm gonna find something. It's whatever I like, and hopefully the things that I like. That's how we got the Mayans. I like Mayans. I said, "Fuck it, I'm about to do a review on it," and then the people came, and I'm gonna keep that same thing going. Because if I don't like it, I'm not gonna do it. It just is what it is. Sorry, but I love y'all, man. I love rocking with y'all. For those of y'all that were just here for the Mayans content, and nothing else, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Hopefully, y'all discover me down the road for something else that we are in common that we like, you know? But I don't feel no way if you're not hanging around because it's not no Mayans, right? You're just like me. You're going to watch the shit that you want to see, right? But I appreciate you nonetheless, man. Your boy Real could not express his love and gratitude for the people that watch this, that look forward to watching this, to the actors and shit that had something to do with this show. It's just full of love, man. Now, how could you be mad at me for being late, right? Huh? A little hard to be mad at Real now when he's showing his love to you. When he's letting this outpour of love get out there on you. Enjoy your weekend, man. I love y'all, man. Damn, Mayans is over. Protect your health, yourself, your wealth, man. Your boy Real is out of here. Peace.
Yo, I know I don't need no introduction, but y'all know who it is, man. It's your boy Hollywood Real. And I appreciate you for sliding through and watching these videos. But you know what I need from you? Alright, if you ain't already, I need you to like this and subscribe this, man. We at 1,000 trying to get to 2, alright? Push it for your boy. Get them algorithms up. So when it come to that subscribe button,